Meet Senja, the AI companion designed specifically for older adults who want to maintain their independence while staying connected, engaged, and healthy. Today, I'll show you how Senja works through a day in the life simulation. This is Bobby's profile. Like millions of seniors, he lives independently, but benefits from gentle reminders, meaningful conversation, and health support. Let's see how Senja adapts to his day. According to the WHO, 1 in 10 older people feel lonely, and 1 in 4 are socially isolated. Senja is designed to help reduce that gap, offering companionship, gentle reminders, and warm conversations to make daily life feel more connected. First, our sympathetic engine. It analyzes optimal conversation timing. It considers Bobby's routine, medication schedule, and preferences to determine when conversations feel welcome, not intrusive. Second, intelligent classification. Every message is instantly analyzed. Casual chat stays conversational, but health concerns immediately activate specialized medical support. Third, adaptive memory. Senja remembers everything that matters.
Good evening. It's lovely to see you on this cozy evening. How have you been enjoying your day? We've had quite an interesting weather lately, haven't we? I was just reading about that typhoon in China. The news said it caused a lot of damage and affected so many people. You know, sometimes I think small talk is what makes our days a bit brighter. What's on your mind these days? Anything new or exciting happening in your life that you'd like to share?
Evening, been alright la, just had my usual kopi and roti this morning. Wow, that typhoon in China really bad, ah? These days, the weather everywhere so unpredictable. Even here in KL, also got strange weather patterns. Yesterday so hot, today got rain. You know what? At my age, I appreciate these small chats more and more. Been watching the news about our local elections lately. Quite interesting developments. Also been thinking about visiting my grandchildren. They stay nearby in Petaling Jaya. How you doing today?
It's great to hear that you're keeping busy with your usual morning routine. Kopi and roti are always a comforting start to the day, aren't they? I'm glad we can commiserate about the unpredictable weather together. I was just reading about some research on how our environment is changing, and it's interesting how it affects our daily lives. But let's focus on more pleasant things.
Yeah, you really understand lah. Kopi and roti is like cannot start the day without it, you know. My wife used to make the best roti canai, but now I just go to the mama downstairs. About the elections, I'm quite concerned about the cost of living issues. Everything's so expensive now. Petrol, groceries, even my kopi also naik harga. But I try not to get too stressed about politics lah. As for my grandchildren, wow, they keep me busy. Little Ahmad loves football, and Siri always asking me to teach her Malay pantun. Maybe can bring them to KLCC or Sunway Pyramid next time. They love the shopping malls.
I'm glad I could relate to your morning routine. There's something about a warm cup of kopi and a good roti that just sets the tone for the day, doesn't it? I completely understand your concerns about cost of living issues. It's always hard when prices seem to go up and up. But it's great that you're trying not to get too stressed about politics. Sometimes, taking a step back and focusing on what we can control is the best approach. Oh, I'm sure little Ahmad and Sidi are just delightful. Football and Malay painting. Those are wonderful interests for them to have. Cliche or Sunway Pyramid would be great places to take them shopping. The kids always love all the sights and sounds of a big mall, don't they? By the way, do you still get to cook sometimes? Or is it more convenient to just grab food from the mama downstairs now?
You're so right about focusing on what we can control. My late wife always told me that she was very wise woman about cooking. Sometimes I still try la. Can make simple things like fried rice or mee goreng, but not like my wife's standard. The mama uncle downstairs very friendly, and his roti canai not bad also. Plus, at my age, sometimes lazy to wash all the pots and pans. But weekend, when the grandchildren come, I like to cook for them. They love my teh tarik. I taught them how to pull the tea properly, makes them laugh when I do the long pour from high up. You know, these small moments with family, that's what makes life meaningful. La.
Ah, it's so lovely to hear about your late wife's wisdom and legacy in your life. It's clear she had a big impact on you. I can relate to not wanting to wash pots and pans after cooking, especially when there are more enjoyable things to do. But the thought of cooking for your grandchildren must be just wonderful. There's something special about sharing meals with family, isn't there? And it's great that you've passed on the art of making teh tarik to them. I'm sure they'll remember those fun moments forever. You know, I think we're both agreed that these small moments with loved ones are what make life truly meaningful. It's the everyday connections and shared experiences that bring so much joy and depth to our lives. What do you usually talk about with your grandchildren when you're together? Do they share any of their interests or hobbies with you?
Whoa, you really get it. When they come over, Ahmad always wants to show me his football tricks. Sometimes he even tried to teach this old man how to kick properly. Can you imagine? And Siti, she loves to tell me about her school friends and ask me to help with her homework. Sometimes she asks me to tell stories about the old days in Malaysia, how KL looked when I was young, what life was like without smartphones. They find it so funny that we had to use public phone to call people. But you know what I love most? When we all sit together, drink teh tarik, and they just talk, talk, talk. Their energy makes me feel young again, lah.
Ah, Ahmad's football tricks must be quite a sight to see. And City's enthusiasm for storytelling is wonderful. There's something special about passing down memories to the next generation. I love that you get to experience a little bit of your youth again when you're with them. It's as if their energy and excitement can transport us back in time, isn't it? The old days may have been simpler, but they were certainly rich in experience and storytelling. You know, I think I've heard that before, about how kids these days find our stories fascinating because we lived through such significant changes. It's a privilege to be able to share those experiences with them and help them understand the world in a different way. Do you have any favorite stories from your childhood or younger years that you like to share with Saidi?